All right. So it's a continuation for Echo's reading. All right, Echo, continuing. I don't know if that was weird. I guess I was spilling too much of the tea and they didn't want you to know. But anyways, yeah, so like I said, this person is probably a friend that probably has feelings for you or you either friend zoned them, but either way they're trying to get out. And it's unspoken feelings here, right? But what cards came out was mistake. They say mistake, walking away, and toxic talk. So with say mistake and walking away, I feel like there is some type of a little bit of fear around love. Like you don't want to make um the same mistake twice, or you don't want to be in a position where it kind of repeats, right? But the toxic talk here is more so negative talk to yourself. It's like how you know it's gonna happen the same way if you don't give it a chance, right? Simple as that. So don't let the negative talk get to you. And I also feel like whoever is in this friend zone, they probably talk themselves out of a lot of times from coming forward, right? Let's see here. Let's see what else. What else? Oh, okay. So we have this falling in love. So whether they saw it coming or not, the heart is getting involved and it's getting deep fast. This is more than a fling, right? So you have the capability of falling in love. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, there it goes. All right. And also, Echo, you have to be aware about something because there might be a family argument because we have family feud here. So there might be something, a situation that's coming up with family, right? So we have drama queen. Just how can I? Don't blow it out of proportion, right? I mean, don't. I'm not saying don't get mad because you have any right to get mad, whatever it is, family feud is, but don't blow it up to the point where it doesn't need to get taken to because we do have consequences here, right? So it might either sever some ties or it might sever some ties or just cause a lot of issues as a consequence. Like so the blowback it may be worse than the actual yeah. So the blowback might be actually not not something that will be to your liking. Let's see here. I think I get one more card. I just feel like it's I just feel like it's one of those um it could just be one of those things that you have to pick a side. either pick a side or you can put your opinion in. But we have double life. So it's funny how the collective came out with the same thing. Like you're right. So it could just sometimes what happens the collective might be very personal. Somebody and the figures came out again twice, so it must be very important. So I feel like it might just be somebody's not living according to their potential, and it's kind of causing a lot of drama within the family. So everybody intervention at least because they were living a double life. But like I said, be aware because the consequence of the blow up might be more than you bargained for, right? But other than that, somebody wants out the friend zone. Somebody wants out the friend zone. So I won't be surprised if you get like a message and they were like, "Hey," or they start being a little extra friendly, right? That's what I have for you, Echo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Donations are welcomed. You're welcome, Echo. I don't know, but people, I think it's the thrill. I think people like to live the double life for the thrill, which I don't understand. I feel like that's too much. I don't know, maybe because I don't like expending my energy like that. But to have a double life, that is too much energy. It's too complicated. Just leave me with one person. Who's next? Ty's next. But that's how I feel. Just leave me with one person. I don't got time to live in double life. And if I did live a double life, it'd be something like Superman, Batman. Not gonna be a whole out here causing being a menace. That's the type of double life I don't live in. You trying to be funny, Gary? All right, Ty's not here. Sexy Empress. Hi, Juan. Damn, we're able to get to see what he was gonna write. Cause I really want to like shit. If I look like Andy Winanakis, then that means I'm rich as fuck. A general, okay. Fine. Now I got the song I'm rich as fuck. I'm rich as fuck. I'm rich as fuck. And I just told you Gary's age because Andy Milonakis was on TV when I was in high school. So Gary is just in his basement beating his meat at his big age. Probably older than me. Trolls will be trolls. But anyways. Alright. What messages do we have for a sexy empress ancestors? What messages do we have for a sexy empress? Okay, what is going on, girl? I don't know. I feel like one of your ancestors is like, yo, you need to do a little bit more romance in your relationship. Because you came out with a general. Well, bottom of deck was the high priestess. With the high priestess here, sexy empress, I feel like they be telling I feel like they've been telling you certain things, whether it's in a dream or you hear whispers while you're by yourself and you're not paying attention. I mean, you're paying attention because clearly you hear it, but you're not paying attention. Alright, so we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So I don't know. There's like a delay here, right? With the Seven of Pentacles, a delay. Could be a financial delay, but there's a delay. Manifestation, because Seven of Pentacles is the Harvesting card. So it could just be a delay in manifestations, but I was getting financial, right? But the Seven of Cups in reverse is saying you're not confused no more, or some type of fog lifted from you regarding, because we have the page cup, two of cups, right? Regarding your connection, it could just, it could just be, it could have just been going through something like a transformation, or something with your connection, with your significant other. Something was going on, whether it was unconscious and something was definitely going on, right? I feel like I must say some type of growth, because we do have the Six of Pentacles here. A little signal. Did it? Is it good? But I lost signal, or the connection lost signal. Like you, I don't know. Don't mind me. I don't know. Nick, what do you even mean, Nick? Do I look like I'm on somebody who's on EBT? I wish I was on EBT. Shit, I would have been bowling in the groceries. Damn, Nick, I'm sorry about that. You got no snacks, buddy? Got no snacks? You mad they cut your EBT off? Damn, I'll be mad too. I'll be mad too to cut my EBT off. Oh, that sounds like a personal problem for you, Nick. That sounds like a personal problem for you. Don't be coming in people's lives and projecting. That's crazy. But anyways, so what I was saying, Sexy Empress, was that what part you heard? What was the last thing you heard? What did you hear the brain fog part, like about the connections being released? Okay, yeah. So, all right. So with the two of cups here, I feel like your relationship was going through a, what do you call that? Going through a transformation, right? Whether you guys were actually arguing, whether you guys were just having like a little, I feel like it was more like a, I would say a dead still. I don't know why I was gonna say dead still, but like a standstill. Like nothing was really moving, right? But we have the Six of Pentacles, right? Six of Pentacles. It's obviously it's equal. You know, you guys both you guys are both working on the connection because we also have the Knight of Cups. So romance is coming back. I don't know because I feel like I said this to you on Friday. I do feel like I said this to you on Friday. So clearly, romance is they want you to have a part of it. It could also just be because what happens is sometimes um the ancestors might want to help save a connection, right? But let's see, because I know this is general. But I'm gonna pull from here because I really want to know why they keep bringing up the connection. Let's see. What else? What else can we tell Sexy Empress? What is this about? Because you guys got me. Was it Friday? Was it Friday that I said you guys need to have more sex? Was it Friday or was it last week? Last week Tuesday. I don't know. It was Friday, right? Girl, what are you last week, right? Why are they telling you to do it again? Because physical passion, disconnection charges, desire, extra hearts aren't get lost in the heat. Girl, why they want why they want you to do the horizontal tangle so badly? Cause physical connection, they want you to do the horizontal tangle so badly, girl. That is funny. That is funny. That is funny. I know. Oh. No, not he wants to be dominated. Oh my god. Girl. They do give advice like that. Maybe pegged. Not yo, not maybe pegged. That is funny. And Dominatrix. Yeah, and that's on SNL. But we also have ulterior motive. So be aware, um, somebody might be coming in with like a hidden agenda towards you. So be aware of that. They're like, oh, we gotta change gears, but girl, they want you to pop lock and drop it. Ooh. I don't know, but I asked too many. Ooh, and I just dropped the whole deck. That was too many. All right. Girl, listen, I will let you know one thing too. Your ancestors do watch you do the horizontal tango. They watch you guys. So put on a show every single time. That's the best I could say. That's the best I could say. All right. So back to the person that has ulterior motives, right? So yeah, somebody's gonna have ulterior motives towards you. Just be aware. We have playing games. So they could just be trying to run game on you. They try to manipulate you to get you do what they want. We have divine timing, so that's gonna be happening soon. I feel like when school ends, whenever that time is, I don't even know when school ends, but when school ends. But girl, um, so yeah, standing still and feeling trapped. That's what I said. Like I said, spice it up. Spice, do something, do some freaky so a little piece of change. Do something. I don't know. Role play, because like I said, it feels like it's plateau. Like it's not like I said, it's nothing really bad going on with you guys. But maybe it just needs a little bit more excitement. I don't know. Maybe, and I was gonna say this. Maybe they want a little. They want you to get knocked up because I keep hearing baby, baby. So you might they might take me telling you it's time to have another one. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave that like that. That's maybe something you guys gotta talk about. Let's see what else can we tell sexy empress. We have adversity. Adversity. Accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Right. So whoever this ulterior motive is gonna test you. She said, "I know her kids." I don't know. Three. They said four, make it even. Imagine, imagine four, make it even. That's crazy. Yes, Jug. Spirits will protect me. What's is today? Did I miss the memo today or something? All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I go live every Tuesday to Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Donations are welcome. You can check the link in the description. What else? I also have a link for hoodies. If you guys are looking hoodies, it's all there. Just check out my link. It's all there. Link dun, 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 dun. Oh, now I got the baby song stuck in my head. I'm getting my tubes tied. Girl, I don't know. Sometimes, sometimes they, like I said, sometimes they just be prevented things. Sometimes they could just say to do the horizontal tangle more so that the relationship doesn't get boring, so that somebody doesn't wander. It could be a lengthy list of things. But girl, start doing a horizontal tangle before they start having me yell at you. Cause I don't know. I want to be yelled at by to make have sex. They're very invested in your sex life. Very invested. Oh, Dick. And we got two trolls in a matter of 10 minutes. That's amazing. That's a record. I should start keeping a record of that. Who's next? Sleepy. Okay, Sleepy's next. Girl, I don't know. Maybe, maybe you also probably withhold the coochie for too long. Sometimes that happens too. You're welcome. And it's not you probably even doing it on purpose. It's probably life just be happening. You guys don't be having time. All right. All right. Ancestor Sleepy Cat wants to know what is coming for me in love. Sleepy Cat wants to know what is coming for me in love. What is coming for Sleepy Cat when it comes to love? What is coming towards Sleepy Cat when it comes to love? Oh, okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Mhm, I'm doing me. Alright, let's see. Oh, mhm. All right. Let me get some water. I took my Crimson today, but I took it kind of late, so like I haven't been drinking my water. All right, Sleepy Cat. You know what? All right, so this card. So we have the Five of Cups, right? So this is more like a past energy. Like, so you're sad and disappointed when it came to love, right? Sad and disappointed, past energy, right? And then we do have the Ace of Cups, which is the beginning of emotional fulfillment. I was gonna say soul fulfillment, but emotional fulfillment. Beginning in love. You know, I guess a divine energy love, like right. I'm just saying whatever is popping in my head. But then with this card, the Nine of Swords came out underneath, so it just says that you're not gonna longer stress about love in this next chapter. It's more so if it happens, it happens, right? But we do have the Two of Pentacles, right? So in the midst of you just juggling life, or juggling things in life, whether it's career, trying to be out and dating, so whatever you're juggling, right? In the midst of all that chaos, we have the Emperor, right? The Emperor is the I would say the epitome of divine masculine energy, right? But it's also somebody who's very, authoritative. It is okay. When you meet this person's just gonna ooze masculine energy, and you're gonna be like, yes, that's who I want, right? It's like the best way I can put it is like the cats in heat. That's the best way to recognize for you. For some reason, for you, it's gonna be like this person's gonna make you feel like a cat in heat, right? That's the emperor. That's how much of masculine energies is oozing now, right? So this person is also very he might have like a leadership role, might be the boss, not necessarily CEO, but the boss in a high position. Uh I'm very passionate. Also somebody who's kind of sort of strict, but not like too strict, but they run a strict program. So they don't play games. Let's see. What else? What else can we tell Sleepy Cat about when it comes to love? What's coming towards her in love? What else can we tell Sleepy Cat about what's coming towards her in love? All right. So this card came out in reverse, but because you're not gonna read up right. It said once the cheater. Right. So in reverse, this person is not one. This person is not a cheater. Two, you're not gonna be going through that cycle of dealing with cheaters again. Right. That's old history, bad news. And plus, you already know the red flags to point out to see it. Let's see what else. You and this person gonna be a power couple, right? So we have power couple. I don't know why I just heard a dynamic duo, but as in a power couple, it's like you guys will enhance each other's lives, not deplete, not keep it plateaued, but more so enhance. So if they're doing something, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's inspiration. I'm gonna do something better too." It's like you guys keep building from each other. We have happy family, so they're probably gonna want to have or create a happy family. So values and morals will align. How you see how starting family is gonna be aligned. So it's nothing out of the ordinary, right? We have love lessons what came out in first, but you don't want to deal with love lessons no more, or forced connections, or toxic people who just do toxic talks. Um, so I feel like the emperor's coming in after you say no more to all this, which is kind of like common sense to say oh no to all this, right? Toxic talk, love lessons, no more character development. Let's see what else here. What else can we tell a sleepy cat about what's coming towards her in love? Third party energy. I feel like again as the past. It's giving me a lot of past energy here. Things that you're no longer dealing with. Even oh, okay. So we have back together but in reverse, right? So somebody from the past could you be try to be coming back in? Someone who you thought was your person, he's already settled with, had a family with, but they it was entertaining third parties, right? So be aware of that. So somebody might be trying to come back in. And I feel like after you deal with that person coming back in, that's when this emperor is gonna appear. Because it usually appears after a very big lesson, very where you learn not to repeat things, right? We have live and learn, right? So after you learn your lessons and then you get hit with the ultimate test. It's like life is like school. Think about it. You have to go through these character development lessons and then when you're presented with the final exam, you have to apply to all these lessons. So you're applying all these lessons. That's why Live and Learn came out. And then when you stop that pattern or stop that chapter, that's when this emperor's gonna come in. That's when the happy family and the power couple, just being happy comes in. So we have the live and learn. That's what it is. But that's what I have for you, Sleepy Cat. This person's coming in, but be aware of the ex coming back because it's just a test. It's just a test. And I feel like you'll pass it because who wants to go back to their ex, especially if they weren't a really good ex. All right, Paudino, you're next. Let me just shuffle this deck. Yes. Oh, congratulations. Hi, Chili. Congratulations, Sleepy. Yes, that's the. Your ass is kind of fucking flat, geek. But yeah. So watch out for the past person. I feel like this past person is gonna be your last test, girl, and that's when boom. I was gonna like Princess Shiny Armor, but nobody wants to Princess Shiny Armor no more because these princes want to be princesses so bad. But your man's coming in. All right. So you just wait. What's the question, Pradino? You just want me to pull? I'm just still shuffling. All right. Let me just shuffle this. You know, it's so funny because every time I say I'm gonna buy candles, and I forget, and I always find another candle, and I'm just like, yes. All right. Ancestors Dragoons. You already know what Dino wants to know. So what can we tell him? Let's see. What can we tell Dino? What do we need to tell him? Oh, yeah. Let's see. The Seven of Swords. All right. These two go together and everything else. All right. So we have, which I don't know, this always pops up. So we have the Seven of Swords, right? Normally, Seven of Swords is sneaky behavior, lying, all that extra toxic stuff, right? But here, it's more so planning because we also have the Knight of Cups here. So they could be planning to send this person out. It could just be earlier than needed, but it is very strategic how this happens, how this person comes in. So you won't question it, right? Whether it's this person that the Orisha sends, right? So it's like, so you won't question it. But it's gonna be very strategic. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna say something to you that either you had a conversation with somebody and they kind of say verbatim. Not like exactly word for well, verbatim is exactly word for word, but similar to what was already spoken about. But then we also have the death card. So you're in the middle of character development, right? You're in the middle of character development. This is why they're coming in because this character development kind of made you veer off course a little bit. That's why they sent this person in earlier than what was told. And it's because it's kind of so they go reel you back in a little bit. But the other half That is actually funny. That you said bullseye, right? And I just got a TikTok notification that says, let's see what it says. Hold on. All right. So you said bullseye. I just got a TikTok notification that says a little too character accurate or something like that, right? That's funny. I've never seen that before. I have my notifications turned off. So I don't know how that got through. But yeah, you're in the middle of character development. So they hijack so it's to bring you back in, right? Because look, we have the fool. The fool talks about trusting the process, taking the leap. Also it's also being a new chapter, right? But we also have Chariot here. Chariot. I'm sorry, Jet. The list is closed, but I will be doing live on Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern, and you can come in and ask the question then. So the Chariot here talks about fast movement. It also talks about victory, right? So regardless, I feel like when this new person come in, because you're gonna fight against it so bad, it's I'm getting goosebumps saying this. It's not gonna matter, right? It's not gonna matter because the Orishas win, the Eguns win, and being successful and sending this person in as strategic as they are doing it, right? I I'm gonna do this one last. All right. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. What else can we tell Padino? What else can we tell Padino? Okay. Let me see the call. Yes. Status symbol. That's one of the shifts, right? That's one of the shifts. So it's giving. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting real goosebumps. Status symbol. That's what the shift is. You're elevated in status, right? And level as well. So that's why it's coming in the way it's coming in because you have elevated yourself without even knowing. It's given ping pong, right? It's given it's ping ponging like the situation, ping pong up. So it's like you elevate yourself from elevating somebody else, and then because you elevate that person, you elevate yourself again. That's why it keeps going back and forth like that, like a ping pong, like, but it's going up instead of like regular ping pong. I don't know if that makes sense. But the status symbol is the change is your status, right? But we have inner turmoil here, so you're still battling within your inner self, which I feel like that's gonna stop. It's gonna come to a cease very soon. I know you're saying no, it's not. No, it's not. But it is. It's gonna come to a cease very soon because you're just gonna get tired of having this inner battle constantly with yourself and going back and forth. So that's gonna stop. And it's funny because this inner turmoil um has lightning all over it, and then it kind of looked like a red lightning bolt right here. It's kind of looks red, but it's a lightning bolt throughout this whole card. So it could just be Shango is gonna help you cut that out. That inner turmoil. Let's see what else. We have invite only. So you might be getting invited somewhere, and it's given very white envelope, so it might be something within the community you might be getting invited to. Ceremony. Let's see what else. Ooh, ooh. Oh. I'm laughing because we talked about this. We have fake profile. So somebody could be watching on a fake profile. So I'm gonna read you what it says. It says fake profile. It's not just a filter. It's a full-on facade. The person's be presented doesn't match the reality behind the screen. So somebody's being fake. Wait, which is guarded, but also somebody I'm getting also somebody watching from a fake profile. But we also have troubled past. So somebody's having a very hard time letting go of the past, right? So you have to let go of the past in a sense. Let me just get these decks. Hmm. Let's see what else. What else can we tell for Dino? This deck. We have family echoes. Family echoes talks about generational curses, right? It's because it says here old family patterns may be playing out in your love life until those echoes are healed. They'll keep repeating through new faces. So to me, it just says generational curses, right? You don't want to repeat those, right? Um, one person is perpetuating an actual generational curse actively, but it also came up and unfortunately to be forced to heal for it gets passed down, right? We have same mistake. The person made the same mistake. Same mistake for a forced connection, right? So this person went did the same thing twice for a connection that wasn't even gonna work out. You have loving yourself, so you gotta put more love into yourself, right? Be a little bit selfish. All right. And then it says here, bad timing. The universe isn't punishing you, it's protecting what isn't fully aligned yet. What's truly meant for you won't miss you. I don't even need to explain that card because that was more it was more what the card said it needed to be spoken to you about than what actually needed to be spoken about. And then we have missed signals. Are they into you? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, and sometimes even they don't know. We're just gonna put that there. Now again, it's not so much of the card, it's so much of what was written on the card. Let me get one card from here. Soul's Journey. What can we say? The one card we got is Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So, you know what I gotta say? Create your own happiness. Right? So that's what I have for you, Pardino. All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I go live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Donations are welcomed. Let me just shuffle. Oh, that's not how I want to shuffle because I gotta see the back of these cards since they look the same, but they're a different decks because they're made by the same person. All right, give me 1 second. From any deck, Oh, for one of the new decks. No, I'm gonna do it for one of the new decks. All right. Oh, you next? Let's see. Yes, Anita's next. All right. I got you, Anita. Just let me throw these three cards, and I got you. Hold up. Oh, just shuffle. I don't know which deck. The shuffle. I figured out which deck they want me to use. I have a feeling I already know which one they want me to use already. I keep smelling cigars, man. These hoes ain't wrong. Ooh. Pun not intended. Pun not intended. That song just came out in my head and I had to sing it. Ooh, that was funny. That was no pun intended. Ooh, these hoes ain't right. Cause they know I love me some Chris Brown, but that was funny. That was no pun intended. All right, let me just get all these three cards. All right. Oh, all right. So the three cards that came out from the new deck, which kind of funny because they both have similar backgrounds. Well, the first card says, Still standing. You didn't. You didn't let hard times become a breaking point. This is a love that deepens with um every test, which is kind of funny. But I feel like that's more so what she thinks, right? And then we have holding back, which is dimming your light to keep the peace. Love should never require self abandonment. That's for you. And then make a move. Swipe, speak, show up. Whatever your move is, now it's the time to make it. Waiting won't line. Wait, waiting won't line. Your actions will. Those are three cards. That's it. Please hold and loyal. All right, I got you, Anita. Let me just shuffle that. All right, and since Anita wants to know what's coming towards her in love. What's coming towards Anita in love? What's coming towards Anita in love? Oh, okay, Anita. Out the door. I like that. I like that.